It's called realistic fiction because it will contain settings that are either actual places or seems like they could be actual places. Characters seems like they could be people would know or see in a real life, and plot events that contain realistic conflicts that are either dealt with in a realistic way. The correspondent, the captain, the cook and the oiler named Billy are the men that aboard on the boat. The narrator precisely describes each character so that you can picture faces and personalities. For example, the oiler is steadfast and loyal, especially to the captain, while the cook has a positive outlook. The captain is a cool-headed, and the correspondent is a physically fit young man. Because the boat that they were sailing sank, so they were forced to board a small boat. The opening line of the story, open boat, none of them understood the whole of the sky, suggests any sensation, assurance that nobody genuinely knows anything. Desperation is the tone that story sit in. The person narrator's perspective dominates Stephen Crane's short story, The Open Boat. In the beginning, the omniscient narrators express the emotions and thoughts of several people who are on the boat. Third-person point of view can be either omniscient, in which case the narrator is aware of every character's thoughts and emotions, or limited, in which case narrator just express their own options and knowledge of the events and the other characters. All of the men on the boat are fervently seeking to survive, as a result of their mutual cooperation and shared determination to live. They develop brotherly relationship that strengthens but their relationship and will. They acted on the cook's advice to go to the nearby life-saving station. The correspondent and the oiler Billy took turns rowing the boat while they cooperated and followed the captain's direction. The author instills a sense of hopelessness in the men by making nature into a character, by having all of the men experience the same fear and dread, and by demonstrating their helplessness in the face of the nature. The danger the men face is the danger of the nature and their own minds, with which they must deal and negate all of the negative thoughts and hopes that they will survive and live. As they get closer to the land, the waves get bigger and bigger. Just as they expected, a big wave comes and all the men are thrown into the sea. The men survived in the ship is the captain, the correspondent, and the cook. Their struggle is a self versus other one. Natural options, they are in the water in a small boat and are attempting to navigate the treacherous ocean waves that are harsh. The color white, gray, and black are mentioned often throughout the entire book. Each of them expresses something and gives aphorism knowing of what would happen. Understanding each chapter of the book and figuring out whether the events are advantageous or disadvantageous to the character depends on this. Black often used for a metaphor of death, chores, and distractions. Gray represents boredom and disinterest. White is a color associated with a positive. It represents goodness, purity, and security. Both represent human life bobbing along amid the uncertainties of the cosmos to which the men must cling in order to survive the waters. The sea lacks the cognition necessarily to support its own existence and is silent, formless phenomenon. The shark represents untamed nature and subdues man. Demonstrate repeatedly that humans have no control over the nature, despite their best efforts to overcome it. On one hand, Stephen Crane appears to claim that people can coexist peaceful with nature.